Everyone, welcome back to Fundations class. We are in Unit 10, Week 3. This is the last week in the unit. Today is Tuesday, April 28th, and we are going to get moving. So yesterday we reviewed the concept of glued sounds, more specifically the glued sounds ending in NG and the glued sounds ending in NK. They are, in my opinion, the trickier ones for the kids because they tend to neglect that N in the middle and they're a little bit longer. You know what to do on this page. Pause the video and either have your child go through the whole alphabet chant, A, apple, A, B, bat, B, and so on, all the way through the diagraphs here, or point to different pictures and ask your child what the sound is. At this point, you probably know exactly which sound your child needs the most support with. If I could give a little bit of advice, make sure you hit your vowels, which are on the pink cards here. Be sure to hit all of the diagraphs and pick a few of the glued sounds to hit. Those are some of your most important sounds. Now, we're going to learn a new concept today. And there are two things you already know that's going to make this concept pretty easy to work with. So you already know what glued sounds are. We reviewed that concept yesterday, and the students had very explicit instruction on glued sounds months ago. You also know what a suffix is, particularly suffix S and suffix ED. You know that a suffix is added to a base word to change the meaning of a word. And when we mark a suffix, we circle it and then we underline the base word. So I want you to listen to these words and focus on the end of the word. I'm going to say 3 different words. Tell me what sound you hear at the end that is the same. Screaming, playing, cleaning. Again, screaming, playing, cleaning. What was the part you heard at the very end that was the same in each of those words? The sound you heard was ing, and normally you know ing as a glued sound, correct? But it does take on another role. Ing can actually be one of your suffixes. So ing is added to a base word to show that it is happening right now. The boy in this picture is kicking. He's kicking now, not in the future, not in the past. He's kicking right now. We took the base word kick. We added the suffix ing to show that. Go ahead and read through all 3 words on this list. You probably said kicking, yelling, jumping. Notice how I marked all these words. I circled the suffix ing and I underlined the base word. That is how you will mark all words with a suffix ing. Now in the past, if you saw ing in a word, you would put it in a box as a glued sound. This time we're working with it as a suffix, so circle it. I'll explain how to differentiate between glued sound and suffix in our next lesson. But for today, if you're in Miss Azarano or Miss Sauer's class, head over to Seesaw. Your assignment is waiting for you. If you're in another class, all we're simply doing is copying these words down and marking them. Circle the suffix ing, underline the base word. Then you should practice reading the words to yourself. Let me find a marker here. As I circle the suffix, it's a good idea to say it. Ing, underline the base word. Calling. Now, if your child is interested in marking other parts that they know, for example, in this word block, there's a blend in the beginning, a diagraph, closed syllable. They're free to mark as many word parts as they recognize, but today's big focus is going to be on the suffix ing, which means that something is happening now. Circle the suffix, underline the base word, read the words back to yourself. That's it for today. Pretty easy. Enjoy, everyone.